desire. Yes, I know it's too late, 'cause I want it that way. Am I your fire?
No.
Your one
Well,
desire. Yes. I don't know the rest of the songs.
I would have to say probably my favorite moment whilst working here at Machinima would have to be when I first got the job and they were like, do you want to go to E3? I said, yes, I would like to see some games. I'd like to play some games. This is amazing. How can I do more of this? And that would probably be, the beginning was the most fun for me because I went from not having a job, not knowing what I was doing with my life, to knowing exactly what I wanted to do and exactly where I wanted to go. And that clarification was the best for me.
When I was working with Tabe, we were trying to figure out a name for his show, and I was like, let's just call it the Tabe Show. And then, we went back and forth, and I was like, we'll call it the Tabe Show starring Tabe, which is like ridiculous, right? But fun. And if you go back and watch that episode, you'll notice that I actually did the intro for him, or I did the stupid announcer voice or whatever. It's like the Tabe Show starring Tabe. So that was always kind of fun, but Tabe's a really cool guy. He's so cool and just open for pretty much anything.
some of my favorite moments on Respawn, I've got a lot. Some of them obviously are when we've traveled. Gamescom is consistently fun. Not only because it's in Germany and that's a trip to Europe. As a video game media producer for the better part of a decade at this point, going to Gamescom it's so refreshing. It's so well designed, everything's spaced out. It's German efficiency, man. I love going to Gamescom, and the ladies in Germany they're very, beautiful girls.
There's been a lot, dude. There's been a lot of favorite moments. I think my favorite moment wasn't really a moment, it was just an experience. It was getting to go to Germany for Gamescom, because I had never really traveled all that much before I came to Machinima. I had been to Hawaii and Utah, but those are all pretty close. But going to a different continent, going across the globe, that was pretty astounding to me. That was a really, really, really awesome experience, just to be able to say that I had done that. And then Cologne, Germany itself is just so beautiful that it's hard not to have an awesome time. And places like Seattle too. We went to Dallas for QuakeCon, but that was excruciatingly hot, and I don't really know how much I enjoyed that particular location. But Seattle, even going down to San Diego for Comic-Con. I think just getting to see a lot of different parts of this world and meet a lot of different people in this world, albeit this industry is really strange and you meet a lot of strange people and interesting people, but it forces me to completely change how I've typically looked at the world, which is a jarring experience, but it's also a very awesome experience.
The highlights for me, working with Respawn, being on Respawn, is getting to travel. Usually editors don't travel with their team. I feel special. Editors usually stay in an 8x10 bay with dark and no lights cutting stuff, but I get to go on the trips. I get to go to PAX, Comic-Con, Gamescon, PAX East, QuakeCon, so it's a lot of fun, and I get to shoot too, which keeps it interesting. So yeah, there are perks.
Another one of my favorite memories here at Machinima is definitely the Black Ops 24-hour live stream that we did. That's actually a lot of memories, because that was almost 24 hours a day for nearly a month, but that was really cool. And it was cool specifically because we were at the old office, so we were playing in the front lobby. So as you'd walk in, you'd just see this disgusting like debauchery that was happening. And it was funny because it's like, there are people here that are working in a professional capacity. There's like a human resources department, and you know, there's accounting, and you know, these folks show up and they look nice, and they've got maybe a little briefcase, and they're cruising on into work, and then it's just me in a like a pile of Cheetos molded to shape my like ass, sitting there, and the first thing they hear is like I belch. I'm like, yeah. It's because I'm at the end of my shift. I've been there since. That was literally so many good memories playing that 24-hour live stream. Just getting spammed with, ejected off the internet. Our service was going down, having to bring it back up. I don't know. It's just that. It's because I sort of like camping, and that became sort of a fight for survival, and so, yeah, fond memories.
The Black Ops live stream, and then the Frag Cup 1 videos with Sark, and then the Black Ops live stream were both things that were just so much fun to be a part of. And then there's countless others, dude. There's countless others, but as far as sticking out, those things really stick out in my mind. Like little things like beard wars, like we're what is like it was just a lunch break. How do you what do you think is gonna make this thing funny? Like, oh, what if you came in with like a beard that like went up to here, and then the next day I came in with a beard like that, and then the next day and we had this like beard off. Like, what the fuck is like that? I don't know how that like. You know where I'm going with this, I think. It's just, I don't know why those things were so much fun, but they were a lot of fun for us. And I think when we're having fun, that's when people like really like watching what we're doing, because if it's not fun, then like why would you be doing it?
So here comes the emotional part, where I'm going to tell you about what means the most to me. This is where I talk about my feelings, and I lay it all on the line real smooth. I'm not going to be smooth at all. I'd have to say this whole experience overall for me has been a roller coaster, but in general, it has given me, like I said before, clarity that I don't think I could gather from any other source. I think that my experiences, although are here and there, and they are happy and sad and frustrated and excited, it has been a combination of things that I would not give up for anything.
I love working with these guys. Respawn is a fun place to be. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I mean, you gotta love what you do. I mean, I come into work, I get to joke around with Sark, the funniest guy in the world, Hutch, Nanners. We play a video game, we answer some questions. We really work hard to try to make you guys laugh and be entertained. And it's, I don't want to say it's an easy job. It's easy because I love it. It is a lot of work, but it's so much fun. I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Yeah, I think after all said and done, Machinima has been, it's been a great 2 years, and it's because of the people I work with, primarily. And secondarily, it's probably the freedom that Machinima has given us to just have fun. That's probably my favorite thing about working at this company is what other job does the boss constantly come up to you and his primary concern is whether or not you're having fun. That hasn't happened to me before Machinima, ever. And I don't know, I love it. I love it. I love video games. I love the guys I work with. And this company is awesome.
Nice, there we go.
Yeah, is that all right for a Sarah McLaughlin?
Yeah, that's all right.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you so
all
much.
right.
Awesome.
No problem.
Awesome. There we go.
Boom, okay. Sweet. That was good. That's good. Hopefully you can work with that.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. All right. Dude, you were great, man.
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome.
Nice. Okay, that works, dude.
That was cool, man.
Yeah. It's been a lot of things. It's been a lot of things, you know. Like the job itself has been really rewarding, really gratifying. I have to look back at the rest of my life before all this, because that's what makes something like this so intense for me. Because I'm not used to that, you know. And so I've always wanted to like break out and be something and experience something totally new and really push myself to see how far I can go just emotionally, you know what I mean? Because we're not laying railroad tracks here. This is playing video games and having fun. But where I come from in my life, like, no, that's not, you know. So to be surrounded by, just in an online space, people telling me that I'm awesome all the time, or people telling me that they like me, or they like the videos that I'm doing, or something like that, or when they say that they don't like me, you know, that sometimes that has like an opposite effect on me on the other spectrum of things. Like it has been so challenging for me personally to be here and be someone who's public, because I'm not a public person. I'm just not. And so because it's been so challenging for me, it's been really rewarding and empowering for me at the same time, because it just reminds me that I really have no idea what I'm capable of or what kind of direction I can go in until like I actually do this. Some people look at a job like this and they just have the personality, or it's like they would just jump in and thrive and get and have that energy and have that enthusiasm, have that social awareness and like the ability to I don't know, the ability to like have fun in any environment, and like I don't have those kind of qualities. I'm like much more like socially awkward and like shy in a lot of ways, and so it terrifies me sometimes. But it's because of those moments and then meeting the people that I've met here, like my coworkers. I've become friends with a lot of these guys, and they've become extremely important to me in my personal life, and that's been awesome too. So this experience has been intense. I use that word a lot because, you know, I just do, and it's been intense.
Perfect. Awesome, man. That's a wrap.
Is that good? Okay.
Yeah, man, you were awesome. Thank you so much.